Hey guys, I hope y'all are having a blessed day and a wonderful morning. All right, guys, I know we hadn't been on in a while. I know we haven't been live streaming 6.2 as much as we should have. I have been working my way through 6.2.3. This is kind of my busy time of year, so we got a video today to show you. I ran through it in 7 minutes on one of these paths, and so guys, remember, hit the like button. Please comment, subscribe. My Twitter, my Discord, and my line ID will all be down in the description for you to hit me up on. If you have any questions about this, we 100% at 6.2.3 off camera, I guess you would say, because it was so easy. And what made it so easy was Captain Marvel movie and Ghost. As long as you have at least one of these champions, you're just going to dominate this path. This path has something called Icarus, which you get a Fury buff every time you parry or do a light or medium attack. And the only way to remove those Furies is to do a heavy, because after 8 of those Furies, you start to degen. So the reason why Captain Marvel movie is so good for this is because if you can build up her stacks and have her go binary, she goes... it makes it to where she doesn't take any damage, right? So she's really a key component. Also, if you have Ghost, once that degen hits on, it just turns right into a buff as long as you're in phase mode. So these two characters really dominate this section of 6.2.3. And they make the boss look easy. So let's go ahead and let's get it started and show you guys how I did. Let's see here. So I went ahead and activated a boost because I wanted to get all these down with Captain Marvel movie Special 2. The first fight you do have to build up her charges, which means you need to parry, heavy, parry, heavy, parry. You got to do that until you build it up, until you go binary. So with Ant-Man, it's kind of a slow fight at the beginning just because you're trying to build those charges. But she does really good in this. She's probably the MVP here. There's a close argument between her and Ghost. I actually used her and only used her with no potions, no revives on several of these paths, even on the boss. It was kind of insane. There were a few paths that got a little bit tricky with Korg and a few others, and Punisher, but we got past those pretty easy. So, as you can see, we're just building up. We get to binary. We throw our Special 2. Now, Ant-Man does have the glancing, so you don't get the full effect here. They probably do that at the start of the fight to, discourage people from doing it. But as you can see, Ant-Man's down. We'll move on to our next fight. She's just an absolute beast in this chapter. Shout out to Bone Man. He's the one who told me about her for this chapter, and she was just absolutely fantastic. So next we're going against the Hulk. We're starting off with 16 charges. So when you start off with 16 charges, you're going to get a few parries in, and then you're going to do kind of some basic attacks after to build that Fury up. And you'll just see, once you get to 8 Furies, you do have to be careful because of the degen. But once you go binary, it doesn't hurt you, So there's our Special 2. Boom, he's down. I mean, you can't ask for really an easier fight. That was 14 hits in Act 6.2.3. Now, MCOC for some people would be a little challenging. What I kind of suggest doing with MCOC, and I didn't play him perfectly here, but I played him pretty good. You want to pair him, get your Furies up, and then right before you get to your Special 2, that's where I messed up, guys. I shouldn't have done that, but your Special 2 will go through him. So, little bit of a mess up there. I could have made that kill a lot cleaner because you do go unblockable on your Special 2, at least on the energy portions. So if you can pair him and then, hit him, remove the auto block and then throw your special 2, he'll be down without any problems. Next, we're moving on Mordo. I was actually a little nervous about Mordo, mainly because I didn't know how defensive he was going to play, and plus with the parry mechanic, you're kind of, not screwed, but you know what I mean. So I took in Ghost just because I knew I could do it with Ghost. It is possible to be done with Captain Marvel, but with Ghost, it was like, why not? It was too easy. And we got an 82K on the first hit of the special 2. So as you can see, when we got to the Fury stacks, once we got to 8, a D-Gen came on. And that is the Icarus node is all throughout 6.2.3. Here we brought in Domino for Electro. You could do this with Gwenpool. You could do this with the Blade Synergy with Ghost Rider. There's tons of people you can do this one with. And with Domino, I should have done a little bit better here. My special 2 didn't hit as hard as I needed it to. I've actually done that fight several times since then, and once I got to my special 2 with Domino, it was game over. Next, moving on to Gwenpool, we are going to go right back to Captain Marvel. As you can see, no potions, no revives, and we've taken on some decently complicated characters between MODOK, Mordor, and Electro. And so, yeah, we're just getting to our special 2. She does have some physical resistance, so we kind of have to go in there and do a little more damage. And she is stun immune, so you can't, parry and then heavier. So, but it's not hard, guys. This is really. I think I finished this path in 7 minutes, something like that. And for 6.2.3 or 6.2 period, that's pretty phenomenal. I did like one path each day at lunch or something like that, and was able to clear this in a week with no issues at all. As you can see, we built up our charges again, and we are going to have a little bit because of his armor up buffs, but it won't be too bad. The special's getting down. So, sound like a broken record, but she's just fantastic for this path. It's just insane how good she is for this path. We're moving on to Morningstar. Ghost does really well against Morningstar, like really well. But I went ahead and used Captain Marvel here just because I wanted to showcase that she can do, Morningstar. You don't have to worry about the bleeds too much. For those of you wondering, I am running Suicides. So, but as long as you're close to binary, it really doesn't matter, guys. Got intercepted right there. Not the worst thing in the world. As you can see, because we have Suicides and we have maxed out willpower, we actually did heal during that phase when we couldn't get hurt. So, pretty cool. And then we're just going to go back in, get her down. Not the best play, but, I was on my lunch break and I was just trying to melt down this path as quick as I can. Now, this is Omega Red. This is my solo of Omega Red. I soloed Omega Red every time but once. Either with Ghost or with Captain Marvel movie. I just wanted to show the SP2 on Omega Red here. It's kind of insane. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's very satisfying when you can throw off that amount of damage. And as long as you're phasing, that D-Gen just turns into a power gain. So as you can see, 72K, 78K, 100K. I mean, it was just sick. I mean, Ghost is just sick for that Omega Red fight. What is that? 13 fights to kill a boss. Or 13 hits to kill a boss. So, overall, it was a fun path. It was a really, really fun path. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We did 100% this, so we won't be live streaming this path. My live stream is really to help people with paths or issues that you're having. Guys, in this, if you have Captain Marvel movie, if you have Ghost, you're going to have an easy time with this, guys. So don't fret about it. Just, I wish they would let you bring 4-stars in, because I think a boosted up 4-star would be able to do this just as well. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. We will be back to live streaming after my 31st deadline is over with, and we'll be continuing on with Act 6.2.4, which is the Kingpin, which is also the one where when the shield is up, any damage you do to him can be reflected on you if he touches you, even your block. So fun path, fun times. We're going to melt down 6.2.4. We will do that on the live stream, because there are a bunch of tricky paths in that. But for 6.2.3, Captain Marvel movie, Ghost, melt it down, take care of it. No revives, no potions, and you get a boss down in 13 hits. I mean, what's not to love about that, guys? So, alrighty. Well, I've jacked my jaws long enough. As always, guys, I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Once again, Discord, Twitter, and Line ID are down in the description. And, oh yeah, peace.